Okay, so a 500 phone that doesn't have Instagram or TikTok or YouTube. I know what you're thinking. Why would I ever want this? And honestly, 2 days ago I thought the same thing. But after digging into what Clicks is actually trying to do here, I'm not gonna lie, they might be onto something. This is the Clicks communicator. It looks like a BlackBerry. Everyone's calling it a nostalgia cash grab, but I think they're completely missing the point. Let me explain. So every tech blog is covering this the same way, right? Oh look, physical keyboards are back. BlackBerry nostalgia. I remember when phones had buttons. Cool story. But that's not what's interesting here. Here's what nobody's talking about. You probably already know someone with two phones. Think about it. Your boss has a work phone and a personal phone. Your friend who travels a lot keeps a separate phone for international trips. Maybe you've even thought about getting a dumb phone for weekends. This isn't new. The two phone thing is already happening. And here's the crazy part, 46% of Americans now say they're addicted to their phones. That number went UP this year. We're checking our devices 186 times a day on average. So people are trying to fix this. Gen Z, especially 16% of them, now own a feature phone as their second device. Not their primary phone, their second phone. The light phone sold out multiple production runs. Nokia brought back the 3310 specifically for people doing digital detoxes. But here's the problem with all the dumb phones. They're TO dumb. You lose your banking app, can't do two-factor authentication, no maps. If your job uses Slack, you're screwed. So what do people do? They end up carrying both phones anyway. Their iPhone for real life and their dumb phone for I don't know, feeling virtuous. That's the gap Clicks is targeting. And honestly, that's kind of smart. Their marketing guy said this thing is like a Kindle compared to an iPad. First time I heard that, I rolled my eyes. Classic marketing BS, right? But it's actually a perfect comparison. Your iPad can read books. Mine has the Kindle app, but you know what else it has? Instagram, YouTube, Reddit, email notifications every 30 seconds. A Kindle does own thing, and because it only does that one thing, you actually use it for reading. You don't get distracted. The communicator does messaging. Email, WhatsApp, Slack, SMS, that's it. No social media, no infinite scroll, no just one more video. Now, does that make it worth 500? We'll get to that. But the concept makes sense. Okay, here's where it gets annoying. The eSIM. Have you ever tried moving an eSIM between phones? It's not like swapping a physical SIM card. It's a whole process. You're digging through settings, scanning QR codes, waiting for carrier confirmation, and Clicks is positioning this as a phone you'd use when you want to focus. So what? You're gonna transfer your eSIM from your iPhone to this thing every Friday evening, then back again Monday morning. You're not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Nobody's gonna do that. Here's what they're not saying clearly. You need a second phone number, which means a second phone plan, which means you're paying an extra $415 to $30 every month. So that 400 early bird price, year one, you're actually spending like 640 minimum. Nobody's talking about this in the reviews, but it's kind of a huge deal. Alright, let me talk about the one feature that's actually clever. The signal light. It's this idea on the side of the phone that you can program with different colors for different people or apps. So like purple equals your partner texted, green equals work Slack message, red equals urgent email, blue equals group chat. Why does this matter? Because you can see if something's important, a light is showed unlocking the phone. Think about your iPhone right now. Every notification looks the same until you pick it up, unlock it, and then, oh look, Instagram suggested a reel, better check that. Oh, and there's a Reddit notification. Might as well 20 minutes later you forgot why you picked up your phone in the first place. The signal light is basically saying, here's the information you need, now put the phone down. Is it revolutionary? No, but it's thoughtful. And honestly, I wish my iPhone had something like this. So the physical keyboard. John Guber from Daring Fireball tried the original Clicks keyboard case and hated it. Typed way slower than on screen. Found it bulky and awkward. Fair. But people who stuck with it, they're saying something interesting. The keys on the communicator are bigger. They're touch sensitive so you can scroll without reaching for the screen. And apparently your spelling gets better because you're forced to be deliberate. After years of autocorrect fixing everything, you actually start thinking about words again. One person on Reddit said they turned off autocorrect completely. Just typing on a physical keyboard made them more accurate. That's weirdly cool. I don't know if I believe it'll work for everyone, but for the people it works for, they are real while love it. Let's be real. This is not a mass market product. Clicks has sold 100,000 keyboard units total across 100 countries. That's not bad for a small company, but like, Apple sells that many iPhones in a few hours. So who's actually gonna buy this? If you already carry two phones for work, this makes sense. You're already paying for two plans. You're already used to having separate devices. This just makes one of them less distracting. If you're a parent who wants to be available without getting sucked into social media, this could work. Keep your main phone for everything, use this when you're with the kids. If you tried a dumb phone and gave up because you needed actual apps, this is the middle ground. But if you're on a budget, if you don't want to pay for a second phone line, if you're hoping this will completely replace your smartphone, this ain't it. Let's do the math. Early bird, full payment $399 upfront plus $20 a month for a second line equals $639 first year. Regular price say $40.99 plus $20 a month equals $739 first year. Or just fix your iPhone $0, delete Instagram, setup focus mode, use screen time limits. See the issue. For $600, you could buy a used iPad and a cheap dumb phone. Or get one of those Books Palma e-ink devices for $280. The communicator is betting you'll pay a premium for the convenience of having just the right amount of phone. And for some people, that premium is worth it. For most people, probably not. Okay, quick tangent. Clicks also announced the Power Keyboard. It's a 79 magnetic keyboard that attaches to your phone via MagSafe. And honestly, I think this might be the smarter product. The original Clicks keyboard case had one fatal flaw: it only fit owning phone model. iPhone 15 case won't fit iPhone 16. So every time you upgrade, you need a new 140 keyboard. The Power Keyboard just magnetically sticks to any MagSafe phone. It's Bluetooth. It works with tablets, even works with Vision Pro. At $79, that's way more reasonable than a whole separate phone. You want to type a long email on your commute. Boom, attach the keyboard. Entering passwords on your smart TV. Way better than that terrible remote control keyboard. I'm not buying a communicator, but I'm genuinely tempted by this keyboard thing. Here's what makes this product launch interesting to me. In an industry where everything is trying to do more, bigger screens, more cameras, more AI features, more everything, Clicks is building something that deliberately does less, and they're not apologizing for it. Most companies would be like, well, it has messaging and you can kind of browse the web if you really want to. Clicks is straight up saying, nope, we cut out the distracting stuff on purpose. Whether it succeeds or not, I respect that honesty. And the trend is real. People are tired. The digital minimalism market is projected to hit $235 billion this year. 40% of smartphone users want less, not more. Will the communicator save us from smartphone addiction? No. But it might help a few thousand people take back some control. Get it if you already carry two phones. 600, 700 a year isn't a big deal for you. You've tried digital detox and want something practical. Physical keyboards actually make you productive. Skip it if you are on a budget. You can't justify a second phone plan. You could just delete Instagram and call it a day. My prediction, it'll sell 25,000 to 50,000 units. Not huge but profitable. And in 2 years, the people who bought it will stow a yard, buy it while everyone else forgets it existed. I'll be at CES next week checking this thing out in person. If you want a full hands-on review when it actually ships later this year, let me know. And seriously, if you're already doing the two phone thing, drop your setup in the comments. I'm curious what's working for people. Thanks for watching. See you next time.